Conni Dreyer is the owner. I was about to say the CEO, but you're not the CEO anymore.
I'm the owner.
She's the owner of Dreyer Kliche.
Yeah, true.
And one thing is to say that you're the owner of Dreyer Kliche. And for people who might not know who you are, you're actually, in several years, you've been elected by the third, the second, or the best producer of dyes for embossing and hot foils, right?
Yeah.
You have been able to create the most stunning things that are used by most of the most highly recognized brands in the world, right?
Yeah, right.
How did you get to that state?
It has been a very, very long and tough road, I would say, to get there.
Yeah. You don't get there easy, right?
No.
How long time ago is it you started?
26 years.
Okay. And in the beginning, I think that you were focusing on Denmark, right?
Yeah.
I think I actually met you at the foreign minister maybe 10 years ago, where there was like a meeting where we were only like 3 people there.
Yeah, right.
Talking about the export opportunities, right?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
And I would say
was that the starting point?
The starting point was actually in 2007-8.
Which is about 10, 12 years ago, right?
It is, yeah. And before that, I actually started going to see all these, visit all the trade shows to get a feeling about what is going on out there. Would there be a market for
sorry
us?
to interrupt. I'm just wondering, because the trade shows you're talking about, that's not like the Drubas. It's more like the packaging and the brand shows, right?
Yeah, it was Lux
Pack, Scan Pack, these kind of things.
Exactly.
Yeah. And what did you experience when you got there?
That there was a market for us there also. I could see all these high-end luxury product was actually using our tools to get the result that they had. And when I saw it, I was just thinking, we can do things better than what I see here. So when I came home, we just started to develop new stuff and started to develop new effects.
So sorry to interrupt, but the effects when you talk about a foil and a dye for foil, when you develop things, is that the details of the dye and how you use the CNCs to do that kind of things, or is it the software, or is it also a creative part of that?
I would say it was a mix of creative things, trying to push boundaries together with Foilco actually, to see how much more can we achieve. Because everybody can just do a standard flat foiling tool. And the competition in that market, as you can imagine, is horrendous. So we need to do something else just to make a difference. And also to justify that Danish prices is not like China prices. So actually...
Are you cheaper?
We are much cheaper, yeah. So actually at that point we started this cooperation with Foilco.
So would you say that, I appreciate that you talk about Foilco, we talked to Paul a bit earlier this morning, this evening here. I'm just wondering, would you say that when you look at the work of making a perfect dye for a foil embossing kind of thing, that it's as much important to have the right foil for getting the right effect of it?
Yeah,
so that is not, it does matter what foil you choose.
It does, absolutely.
And what is, I mean, one thing is that you look at the foil itself, but I don't have the knowledge about it, but is it the elasticity of the foil, or is it the thickness of the foil, or what makes the difference in your opinion?
The difference is actually the quality, if you can say, the adhesive that's on the foil.
So that's where it, so when you figured that out and you started working with Paul and Foilco, the next thing was, of course, to do the dyes as detailed as perfect. I remember when I was at you that you have like the 3D presentations of the thing. Is that also part of the process where customers can improve things before you actually put in the plates and start engraving them? Yeah.
That's very important because, as you can imagine, many designers or brand owners can't imagine what it would look like when they see the final result. So to make sure that the nose is the highest point in a face, that they also agree with that, it's not a artistic face that has a nose inside. Then we send them this 3D so they can actually approve the 3D and say yes.
So would you say Pinocchio should be a really, really difficult one to do?
Exactly. But you can say they can have an artistic file where we don't know how they see that file.
And then when you show it in 3D, you can of course see it.
They can see it there, so they can say, oh, now I actually want to have more wrinkles in the face or less wrinkles.
Who wants that?
Who wants that? So they can approve that, so they know actually what they will get in the end result.
So the foils, the details, the hard work that you put into this dyes and your work for the past 26 years, is that the secret sauce?
I would say the secret sauce is a combination of being innovative, creative,
and taking chances, right?
Taking a lot of chances also, but also do big grade of service for the customer. I never place the customer between two chairs like I have seen for so many years in the industry, that before I had this cooperation, the foil guy could go to the printer house and say, oh, it's not the foil that's a problem, it's a dye. And then the customer called me in.
And now you know what is the honesty of
And I think it was a bad thing to put the customer in the middle, because I could tell the customer, no, it's not the dye, it's a foil. And then what? I left him with a problem. So now we never leave the customer with a problem, because we can actually help them. So I would say the service, the advice, the help, the on-spot help also that we do, workshops and such, is what differentiates us from our competitors in the industry.
To be honest, I also know that you have a competitive gene. You want to be the best all the time. So you will never go for second when you have won the gold.
No.
When I saw your Hans Christian Andersen dogs on the chests, just amazing, wasn't it?
Yeah. We actually won gold on that one.
Of course you did. So, Conni, this is our first non-event here in Copenhagen. Have you enjoyed yourself tonight?
I think it's a great idea, and I think it's so cozy to meet all the other guys here and networking with them. And I think you have a perfect setup here.
Thank you very much
I
for
will
taking
really look forward to next year.
I hope so too. See you.